Hello. Oh my goodness, you guys, I have got a good one today. So we had dinner, I don't know, a week or so ago at our friends Jordy and Sarah McCall's, and my friend Sarah, who's always a great resource for yummy recipes, made us this delicious coconut chicken stew. I wrote it all down and I'm gonna make it today. It is so good, super comforting, and part of my inspiration for making it today is my daughter's not feeling super awesome, so my husband's on his way up to UW to pick her up, and I am making her this delicious stew, and it's also Whole30 approved, I think. I'm not exactly sure what's in fish sauce or garlic chili sauce, but I'm gonna go with it because that's the only two things I'm not certain of as far as whether it's Whole30, but it's coconut milk and chicken and ginger and vegetables. You serve it with some rice on the side. She can skip that or do some diced sweet potatoes or something, but it's super good. I'm so excited to share it with you. So I've got all the ingredients prepped here. A carton of chicken stock, 3 cans of coconut milk. You could do the light coconut milk. I just did the regular. It's what I happen to have. Sarah told me, she said you can do fresh lemongrass, but she said they also sell, at our Fred Meyer, they have this in the fresh produce section, tubes of lemongrass that's already minced. It's in a paste form, and you just can use this all ready to roll, which I'm all about some easy shortcuts here and there. Same thing with my ginger. Same thing. I bought this big old bottle of fish sauce because that's all they had at the store. Garlic chili sauce. I thought, is that super specialty? But they had it at Fred Meyer, which is essentially Kroger for you East Coasters. Same place. And I have some sliced up green onions, sliced up basil, and a serrano chili pepper. Now I'm a bit of a heat wimp, so I de-seeded it, took out the white membrane, which is where a lot of the heat lies in peppers, and then I diced it up. It said to cut it into rounds, but you know me, I always adjust the recipes to meet my thing. So, and then chicken, which I have in the fridge. I'm gonna be dicing that up when I get my base of the soup going. So all those ingredients, except for the green onions and basil, will go into my soup pot. To get things started, I'll bring it to a boil, let it simmer for about 15 minutes. While that's happening, I will be cutting up chicken thighs, boneless, skinless thighs, to go into that, and then they kind of just simmer and braise in the liquid, and that's it. And then you finish it with the fresh basil and green onion. And then I'm going to also do some veggies on the side because this is how my friend Sarah did it. But she just had some variety of peppers, and I think she said she had a stir-fry mix. Wasn't sure what stir-fry mix to use, so I just did some fresh peppers. I've got some sliced up, just like half of an onion that I sliced real thin that I'm gonna saute up, and then a can of sliced water chestnuts and some bamboo shoots. So those will be things that you can kind of add in. So think of this almost like a taco soup, but a Thai version where you have your different things and then you put it all together in your bowl to make your delicious stew. So I will show you what it looks like when I get it going in my pot. Okay, my pot with the first ingredients, the coconut milk, the chicken broth, the lemongrass fish sauce, minced ginger, the serrano chili pepper, and then the chili garlic sauce. This is all in here. It came up to a boil, and then I lowered it down to a simmer for about 10-15 minutes. And now I will add my diced up chicken thighs. So these are boneless, skinless thighs. I did cut off some of the bigger chunks of fat, but there's gonna be some fat in there, and that's okay. Not all fat is bad. And this is just gonna go in. So this is different, like a stew. You aren't gonna be browning this meat and then adding your liquid like you do with a lot of other soups. This one, you add that meat after you've kind of gotten your base broth going. And this is gonna go for about 10 minutes or so. Check to make sure, depending on how big your chicken slices are cooked, or chunks are or sliced, excuse me, the size of those will determine how long this takes to cook through. But then on the side, I'm making this actually a little early in the day, so it's ready to go for an early dinner. But then I would saute up those vegetables, have them ready to go on the side, as well as cook my rice. And then combine all three of those together into one delicious bowl, and it'll be good to go. Once the soup is done, and I won't, because I'm gonna hold it for a couple hours from now, maybe an hour from now or so, right before I'm ready to serve it, I will put in the fresh green onions and basil. But for now, this is the next step. Okay, a couple of pro tips that I wanted to pass along. one thing, this is a recipe that has more ingredients than I typically would use when I'm making a lot of my dishes. I tend to try and go for things that are really simple, but seriously, the flavor on this dish is so good that it was worth it to me to go buy some specialty ingredients. A little more costly, but it does make a big, big pot of the coconut curry stew, and I feel like you can eat off of it for a long time. And like I said, it's kind of a special thing I won't always be making, but oh, delicious. So my pro tips. I prep all my ingredients ahead. So one of the things with that, it makes it really easy when you're trying to put everything together that you've already taken the time to chop everything except for my chicken. The reason for that is you can use one cutting board, do all of your veggies and all your things on there before you get it all nasty with salmonella or, chicken juices. Maybe not salmonella, but still. So I will have prepped everything, even the basil and green onion that I'll do at the end. I'll already have that prepped. You can see over my shoulder, I've got some of the bowls of things prepped. And so that's one thing you can do. The other little pro tip is before you are gonna slice up your chicken, I bought a 3-pound package. It calls for 12 chicken thighs. And I bought one of those longer sleeve packages of boneless, skinless breasts. Throw it in the freezer for about 20, 30 minutes or so. It's not gonna freeze through, but it's gonna give it a little bit more firmness, and it's gonna be so much easier to cut that chicken up, because 12 chicken thighs is a lot to dice up. You gotta work at it. And if they're a little bit frozen, they're so much easier to cut up. So that's a little tip for you. So I'm gonna let this all get together, and when everything's ready to roll and when we're ready to eat, I will bring it all together and show you what it looks like, and you can hear me groan and ooh and ah like I usually do, because this one is a keeper. All the things have come together. Okay, so in my soup, I added my basil and I added my green onion slices, and I forgot to tell you guys, 3 tablespoons of lime juice, fresh lime juice. So that all went in here. It's just been kind of percolating along until I was ready to serve this, but we're doing a little bit of an early dinner. So I will ladle some of this up. It looks so good and it smells amazing in here. And there's lots of chicken, lots of fresh yummies. And then I've got my rice. I'm just gonna do a little scoop of rice right in the middle. Yum, you could leave rice out if you were not doing that. And then this is how my friend did it, with the veggies on the side. But that's kind of nice, because then you can do whatever veggies you want. I just have peppers and onions and some bamboo shoots and water chestnuts in here. I'm gonna come on over and get myself a spoon. It's really pretty, as you can see. All the colors, all the flavors, and it all comes together into one. This is one of those one dish wonders. You've got all your things in here all at once. It's real hot. I'm probably gonna burn myself having a bite, but I'll do it for you. Okay. It's so good. I could cry. Scott's gonna be excited about this one. He's smiling big behind the camera. You guys, this is an outstanding meal. The flavors are incredible. I don't really know a whole lot about, I would say, like Asian flavored cooking. I haven't done a lot of it, so I always kind of like shy away and just get it when I go out to eat. But this is one that you could certainly add to your repertoire if you're kind of a little bit unfamiliar with making, whether it's Thai food or, Asian food. It has that flavor really from Thailand with the lemongrass and the chili sauce. And if you wanted to spice it up, you could add a little spoonful of that chili garlic sauce on top to spice it up. I'm a little shy on the spice, so I'll leave it as is, but the flavors are outstanding. Give this one a try. Let me know what you think. And if you have not found me on my YouTube channel, Delight of the Bite, subscribe, and then you will get all the updated videos, and you can see all my other ones. I think I'm on number 26 or 27. So see ya. Thanks so much.